Question of the day. Women say that 80% of men are unattractive or below average. Is it that women's standards are just a bit too high? Let's talk about it. Here, welcome back to Charisma Daily. If you're new around here, hello. Women say that 80% of men are below average. Is it that women's standards are too high? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to showcase some case studies and share with you what are women saying. Why would 80% of women say that? Sorry, so why would women say that 80% of men are below average? That's a large number. So, according to an article written by Arena on the Good Men Project, she says women say 80% of men are below average. According to a study by the dating app OkCupid, found that women find 80% of men unattractive or below average. She says, as a woman myself, I can understand why women just want to date anyone, but I can't help but question women's priorities if the standard for men is so high that only 20% of men can hope to meet them. So the question is, are women's standards just a bit too high? Why are so many men considered unattractive? She says, I'll admit it. Out of all the men I've encountered in my life, I've probably considered dating fewer than 20% of them. This isn't to say that most men didn't meet my standards. They just didn't share enough in common with me that would make sense to consider pursuing a romantic relationship. I believe they would say the same for me. It's not a dig against men as people, but rather a misalignment of values and interests. I think this is true for many women. Most of my female friends in their 20s are still single and actively dating. For them, it's a combination of not meeting the right person and not being the right time for a relationship. However, she says, the women I know are in happy relationships with perfectly average guys. They've met their boyfriends in college or early on in their careers and decided to be in a relationship. They're average looking, have average careers, and have average lifestyles. But these couples are genuinely happy. They treat each other with respect and seem to support and love each other throughout life's ups and downs. So, why do we fear being average? Well, could it be that we've been conditioned to think that being average is the same thing as being repeatable or replaceable? Nobody wants to feel that way. We're constantly told to be different, to stand out, to strive for greatness. No one ever wants to be told to be content with being average. But we have to change the way that we think about the concept entirely. Being average might just be the same as being normal or being a decent person just living your life. So, the final thoughts, and this is my question to you. Is it really possible that for 80% of men to be below average in how attractive they are to women? Mathematically, it's not. This isn't to say that people should be an open book and date whoever comes along, but we should be taking a hard look at our standards and determine whether they are unfair to a certain group of potentially great people. So that's my question for you today. Do you agree that 80% of men to you are unattractive? If you're a woman and you are single Do you agree that 80% of men that you've come across are unattractive? And I'm curious of what the men would say. How do you find, what's the percentage for you? Do you find in this world, this realm of dating, in terms of women, how many was the percentage that you find attractive? Or not only on a physical level, but when it comes to values and morals and things that you have in common, what is that number for you? I am curious to hear. Next up, in a real life story, I'm going to share with you a woman who is 400 pounds. And she says that men are ashamed to date her. And this is interesting. So let's get into it.
I started gaining weight when I was like 2. By 25, I was about 550 pounds. I'm about to go on my blind date. I'm so nervous. Dating is hard because men, they're just kind of like trash. Being big and beautiful.
Hold up. Did she just say men are trash? Men are trash? Here you are, 400 pounds. Let's be real, ladies. 400 pounds is not healthy. I don't care how you cut it. And I know the feminists and these, what do you call it? Body positivity advocates may come for me, but bring it on. 400 pounds is not. Is not. 400 pounds is not healthy. And you are trash. You are saying that men are trash because they don't want to date you. Isn't there something wrong with this picture? Shouldn't you be focused on getting yourself into the best health lifestyle that you can possibly do? 400 pounds because a man don't want to date you and you're obese and 400 pounds, they are trash. Now this is a problem right here. There's a problem. But let's continue. Let us continue here. It's unreal.
I just feel like I am fetishized. I'm a goal, like I'm a conquer. I don't want to have to question myself anymore in my relationship. I don't want to have to be insecure in my relationship anymore. Have you ever dated a plus size woman?
No.
Was it their weight that stopped it, or just you guys just weren't compatible?
We.
So my look is like, I don't know, I'm
No
very
answers.
chic and it's cute and it's comfy and I don't have to worry about tugging anything all day. My name is Nina. I'm from Philadelphia.
Wow.
I'm 35 years old and I'm a full-time makeup artist. My mom said I started gaining weight when I was like 2. I was 300 pounds by the time I was about 12, 13. I think I graduated high school around almost 400 pounds. By 25, I was about 550 pounds. I want to find love.
Wait a second. Did she say she graduated high school and she was 400 pounds? No. Okay, let me just go back here.
I think I graduated high school around almost 400 pounds. By 25, I was about 550 pounds. I want to find love now because I feel like I know it's going to be real. You loved me then, and it's just like, let's ride off into the sunset with my, my BBL and my, my flat stomach. Dating is hard because I think men, they're just kind of like trash. When you see a fat person, you automatically think they are lazy, they stink. I go to the gym 3-4 times a week. I don't eat sugar. I don't drink soda. I don't drink juice. I don't go to fast food. My type aesthetically.
She goes to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Okay. Oh, okay.
I like a beard. I like full lips. I like a mysterious guy, but a confident guy. In a perfect world, I would meet him and he would be my type and I would be his type. I'm ready for my blind date.
My name is Matthew. I'm 41 years old. I'm from the greater Philadelphia area. I know absolutely nothing about my date. This is a blind date. So I will be surprised anyway.
Hi.
My name is Matt.
My name is Nina.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow, okay. I'm not nervous anymore.
I'm always nervous on a date.
So how old are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
And I said, how old are you?
Oh, well, I'm good, and I'm 41.
Okay, I'm 35.
Okay.
So what do you do for a living?
I work for a court. Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting?
No.
So would you do anything out of work?
Sadly, no, not really.
No passion, no nothing?
Not really, no. I'm a gamer.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a stress reliever.
I don't know nothing about games at all. I just know that guys like to play them.
Yeah, I used to be into music.
Tattoos.
That's passion.
Yeah.
She's covered in tattoos. Oh, Lord.
Well, used to. I came a certain age and I kind of, focus on more, I don't know, serious things.
That's something you can still do.
See, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I can't, I'm not
You're not a dreamer.
I'm a dreamer within reason. I can't live in this house.
A dreamer with the reality sense. I like that.
Yeah,
okay,
because,
you know what?
You can't be 40-something trying to compete with these younger people.
So when I say I understand, meaning I'm that person, like the 41-year-old rapper. I'm an influencer on social media, but it wasn't because I tried to. It was just because I just influenced because of my size, because of the way that I dress. And I've always been like, not loud, but like, if I'm not loud, my outfit's loud. If I'm not loud, my hair, my makeup, or my tattoos. And I don't know, like, I guess I just get attention. Even if I didn't want it, it just happens. My family loved me so much that I actually never really felt the hate until I left the house. My family always told me how beautiful I was, and I was just normal, I guess. And I'm guessing being 300 pounds at 13 wasn't probably the normal, but my family loved me so much I really didn't pay attention. I was delusionally confident because it's the only way that I could actually get through life. You do not have to be big to go through things in life. Like when they see a fat person sad outside, they're like, oh, she's probably sad because she's fat. I'm like, I just had a bad day. Like I wasn't even actually thinking about my weight right now, but damn, but I feel like when you see sad fat people, it's like,
you assume that's what they're saying.
Poor thing. She probably just wants to lose weight. Like, no, you do. Leave me alone. Can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Certainly.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Okay. I think the date is going good. I think he's a little nervous. So I guess that's kind of like knocking my nerves out of it. Am I attracted to Matthew?
Matthew's like, what did I get myself into? I didn't sign up for this.
Different from my type. I think he's handsome.
Hello.
Sorry. So I have a question because I always ask this. Have you ever dated a plus size woman?
No. So I've now. So
Why
I mean,
hesitation?
I have been on dates, with plus size women, but I've never
got to a relationship with them. Okay. But you have been on dates with them.
Yes.
Was it their weight that stopped it, or just you guys just weren't compatible?
I think we weren't compatible.
You weren't compatible. No, I get that.
I feel like that when I meet that person who gets me, I'll know it, and that's what I'm waiting for.
Like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if you're a little jaded, you're not gonna allow somebody to get to know you. Subconsciously, you probably don't even know you're doing it. I'm just saying though. I feel like
I'm a very private person, and I don't feel that most people deserve to fully know me.
Some people are so guarded that they even jump in relationships with people and truly won't expose who they truly are, but then get mad when the relationship doesn't work.
Right.
And I'm just like, it's not going to work because you're not telling me who you are.
Right.
So I can't understand you if I don't know who you are.
Yeah, right. The person fully reveals himself.
I am an open book for the most part. I have a lot of different sides of me, and not all of it's on Instagram, but most of it, I'm an open book.
Well, so I'm not trying to change the subject, but as a plus size woman, have you had struggles with dating?
Have I been on dates? Yes, but I feel like for me, I've never been on that traditional, the man picks you up, he sets the whole date, he has the movie, the dinner. I think the biggest thing is not being a fetish, especially when I was 550 pounds. I knew at that point it was literally just sex.
So she lost
literally
weight?
It was just guys coming to my mom's house to have sex with me. We never went out. I'm linking up and I'm drunk and, you're coming over and we're having sex. We're never going out with each other. I really want that fairy tale. I want that
wow.
The man.
So even so based on what she just said, that men, even with her weight. They just came to her house when she was younger and had sex with her because that's all they wanted. They wanted free sex. If the woman is giving away sex, sure, no matter how big she is, she's giving it up. Why not tap that and move on? Don't take her out for dates. Clearly, there is some self-esteem issues here deep down inside, even though she's putting on this front that she's okay being obese. Internally, deep down inside, she's not. It's clear to me she's not. I don't know what you think, but that's what I'm picking up.
And that comes in and like, the stuff that I can't figure out, he figures it out for me. That person I could like take on life with, like everything that happens in my life, I want him to be like right by my side. I don't want to have to question myself anymore in my relationship. I don't want to have to be insecure in my relationship anymore.
Okay, wow, that shed some light on some things that I didn't know or understand. So wow.
A lot of people don't, and I think some people don't live in that world. Some people see me and think nothing. I'm just another normal human being. But for one of you, it's 1,000 that do. Like, of course, I do have a big personality. But also with that being said, like with social media, is like they get it 24/7, and then people meet me and they're like, "Oh, but you're pretty calm," and I'm like, "I'm not big sexy 24/7. Like I'm Nina." Like,
right. Is your social media, is your like your podcast, like is that like your primary like job?
No, I'm a full-time makeup artist.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let me just talk. I'm a full-time makeup artist.
Okay.
I was always like the fashionista in my friend group, and it just trickled into like doing their makeup. And then it just kind of snowballed because when I moved back into Philly, I started doing social media more. I started doing more with fashion and makeup, and it just snowballed.
It's impressive.
Thank you. My work and my personality, everything kind of all ties into why I think I'm so successful at this.
Well, Nina, I had a really great time.
I really did have a good time.
I enjoyed meeting you.
Good conversation. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
I think the date went well.
She's not going to hear
I
from
like
him.
that even if it doesn't go past this, I think I opened him up to like things that he never knew, never thought about.
Overall, I think it went well. I was comfortable. We had good conversation.
Do you guys think you'll see each other?
No.
I would be down to go out to dinner again. I think you're a good conversationalist.
Yeah, it was good company.
Can't pass up a good company and a bite. I have broke so many
You notice he didn't say yes to the question? Yeah, she's good company.
barriers being my size. It's hard, but for the most part I really push through. You only got one life and I'm living the hell out of mine.
And there you have it. She's obese, 400 pounds, and she thinks men are trash. And then wonder why no one really wants to have a relationship with her. It's sad, but she really needs to do some work internally and externally because it's not a healthy place to be. Moving on, I'm going to share with you an article by femininewoman.com. And it talks about 3 reasons why women fail to attract high value men. It says, you might be asking yourself, why can't I attract a good man? Well, it has nothing to do with your physical beauty or lack of physical. With your physical beauty or lack of physical beauty. Haven't you seen and known women who are average looking but are able to attract high quality men, and other women who are more physically gifted only to be rejected again and again by men? Why would that be? I mean, what's with that? So it says, the good news is that attracting a man comes down to your mindset and to your ability to understand a few fundamental truths about men and what they value. So here are the top 3 things. So number 1, women are afraid of being women. And it's true. Here we are where women want to be men and men want to be women. So if you are a woman and you're looking to attract a man without the putting men down, calling them garbage and trash and so on, You're afraid to be a woman. You're afraid to step into your femininity. And that's not going to help you at all. That's not going to help the situation. How many times have you seen women who are uncomfortable in just being themselves? I don't mean wearing Prada, Chanel, or sexy high heel shoes. I mean, are you truly an individual, the unique version of you, vulnerable, authentically feminine, and therefore precious? Most women aren't these days. Every man wants to feel he has something precious to hold on to. But with a lot of these women these days, they're not comfortable being authentic, despite the fact that the topic of vulnerability and authenticity, if I can say that word correctly, has taken off in the last decade. People seem to know a lot about vulnerability intellectually, yet know nothing about its actual application. With women, it's almost like they don't give themselves the permission to be themselves. Perhaps you know someone like that, or maybe it's you. Well, this is a very important thing that men want women to be themselves and to be women, to tap into their feminine energy so that that comes out, so that you being a woman comes out. Number two, failure reason why a woman can't or fails to attract a high value man is that women have been raised to be masculine by our society. Like I was just saying, the big question, the big answer to the question why I can attract a good man is that women today live a masculine life. They've taken on masculine jobs, speak in a masculine tone of voice, and act and hold themselves as if they're competing with men. We all have the masculine and feminine energies. But when we as women stay into that masculine energy, show up as men, show up in that frame, then we're not going to attract the men that we desire. So that is number two. So the reactions are wired in us as women. We simply cannot be mating with every single male. He has to be given all signs of having the genes and great mate potential. Men do this too. And when you are in your masculine, men feel it. For attraction to occur between a man and a woman, there has to be the masculine, feminine polarity. And without it, you can just still be great friends, but achieving attraction is impossible. It's that femininity and that sense of being intrinsically valuable women that so many women have lost touch with that is attractive to men. Number three, women don't understand what naturally triggers men to feel attraction. Research shows us that we're all bombarded with 10,000 sales messages every day. No wonder we sometimes are unsure what to do. There's simply too much going on around us. Have you noticed that intuition has become unpopular? Have you also noticed that common sense have become rather uncommon? And worse still, a lot of us women makes men attractive. Sorry, we are confused about what actually makes men attracted to us and what doesn't make men attracted to us. So simply the fact that once we discover and put these natural attraction triggers to use, then we're able to attract men. However, our mentality and our mindset about men in general also plays a part into it. Like I just shared with you about the woman saying that men are trash, yet she's complaining that she can't find a mate, or she can't find a man to date her. So that is my question to you. What are you doing that is keeping men away, or that you are not attracting a man as a woman? Because it's clear what men desire. They want women to be authentic. They want women to be real in their appearance and their approach. They want women to be in their femininity. And that's all I have to say about that. Moving on, I'm going to be reacting to a video by Kevin Samuels. Why average women don't want average men. And that is the question of the day. Why average women don't want average men. Let's get into it. Let's fast forward here.
I got to ask you, man, what do you bring to the table that a man making $300,000 a year should pick you?
Well, I'm supportive. I'm self-sufficient. I can be submissive if I'm with somebody who knows how to lead. I can cook. I can do all of the traditional things, and I'm passionate and loving individual.
You're self-sufficient. You're talking about a man who's making $300,000. He don't care if you're self-sufficient or not. He's the one that has to be sufficient.
I mean,
listen. You said I can be submissive.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit.
That is not. Because I was kind of submissive in my last relationship.
I bet you believe it was, but you also thought you volunteered too. And I showed you that what you call volunteering ain't much.
Okay.
What percentage of men earn $300,000 or more?
Less than 10%.
Less than 4%.
Uh-huh. Now, what age do men hit the financial stride?
40s.
If I had to guess, I'd probably say like late 30s or early 40s.
45 to 55. Are you prepared to date a man that's 40 plus years old?
No, I'm not.
So you expect a young man under 40 to make $300,000 a year. I want you to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you that special to where you get a man who is an exceptionally high earner at a very young age? Why would he pick you?
Exactly.
Why should he pick you?
Because I kind of listed like all of the qualities that I believe that I bring to this.
Man, what you mentioned, due respect, men who enter this country illegally and stand out in front of Home Depot and sell cans get the very same things from their wives.
Okay. But I don't think necessarily that I need someone that's at that level right now. I don't think there's anything.
Well, I asked you if you wanted to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with the first child. You said no. So listen, if you want to get married by 28 and have your last child by 34, from the moment you get married and get pregnant, you want the man to be able to pay that $300,000. So that's within the next 5 years. The math can't be overcome. And I'm going to say, man, could you live with a man, deal with a man who's earning what the average black man earns in this country?
Yes, because I've done it.
No. Could you marry him and be happy with him for a lifetime?
Yes.
You could be happy with a black man making $40,500 for the rest of his life. That's $20 an hour.
Wait, you said 40,000?
40,500. That's $20 an hour. That's what the average black man makes in this country. Yes.
Could I be happy with? Would I be happy with it?
I'm not playing semantics. I asked you, could you be happy with it?
I think it's possible.
No, I'm asking you. Could you? I know it could be possible.
Yeah, I think it's possible if all the other qualities are there.
Okay. $20 an hour.
It's possible if
that means you're going to have to work when you're pregnant.
I mean, it's all.
That means you're going to have to work when you're pregnant. You're going to have to work until retirement age. That means your kids are going to go to public school. That means unless you, I mean, I didn't ask you, but do you plan on making in excess of 6 figures?
Yes.
So, and then who's going to manage the money? Would it be you or him? Because you'll be making more than he is.
Well, I feel like when you get married to someone, partnership, right? So it's not.
That's the theory.
It's not one or the other. So you both manage the money.
No, somebody has to manage.
Somebody
But
has
at
to
the end
lead.
of the day, I don't understand why you young ladies expect to be stay-at-home wives when you're just average. Do you think? I mean, is that an insult? Calling you saying that you're average?
I feel like, to each their own.
But ma'am, but you laugh when I said when you're average. Is
Yeah,
that,
I don't think I'm average.
what makes you
Of course.
above average?
The things that I bring to I think I'm an attractive woman.
Okay,
That-
where would you rank yourself on a scale from 0 to 10? Just your face, you can't use 7.
Can't use 7, right?
Mm-mm.
I heard the Kelly Rowland. I would say if I have to place myself against Kelly Rowland and Beyonce, and you know what? No, I can rate myself at 8 because I think
She's 8.
So you think you rank up there with Beyonce?
Wow.
yes, we are both beautiful.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
I would give you, arguably, I give you a 5, maybe a 6 on a good day.
Okay.
I give you cute.
Cute.
But ma'am, this is not insulting. Okay.
I'm not.
But see, the thing is, this is what the sad part is. So many young women, you overinflate your price. And man is making $300,000. That's what you want. And you don't think you're average, and you're average because that's what you've attracted in your past. You've had average men.
So what? I mean, but I'm only 25.
But you're an average 25-year-old. You're 5 feet tall, 160 pounds, and you're average looking.
I don't think I'm average looking. I think you think I'm average looking.
Okay, I really don't want to do this with you, but I'm as one person who's
my
a
God.
professional image consultant and the person who's not.
He knows what he's talking about.
That's not insulting. There's nothing about you that says, look, there's no way that you be walking down the street in Hollywood or New York City and someone would say, we need to bring her in to model for Ford.
Exactly.
We need to get her on the cover of this. She needs to be on the cover. When you talk about pretty, beautiful, or gorgeous, these women are model beautiful. Universally. And today, saying a woman is average is an insult. Saying being with an average, you want to say, well, like,
well, I don't think it's an insult. I think it's just
it's not even a perception, man. It's like, okay, and I'm trying to be as political about this as possible because you're young. But have you modeled?
No, I don't have a model.
Okay, so if you
Someone
put
thinks
yourself
you're above
arguably
average.
next to Beyonce, if I put your picture and made it pop up on everybody's phone at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and said, do these two women match? Are these two things equal? You think the world would say, yes, this person and this person, yep, they're in the same category.
Just on looks?
Just on your face.
I mean, I think it depends.
I said worldwide.
It depends on who.
It's a yes, no, ma'am. That's a yes. Or
Never
no. What do you
answers
think
a
the
question.
worldwide average?
Yes. Beyonce's beautiful, and I'm beautiful, so I don't think that.
But it
I'm not
goes
offended.
beyond. It
that
goes beyond the
it's-
looks. It just goes beyond the looks, like what Kevin was just saying. There's other things that plays into if you're considered along a higher scale or lower scale, and someone saying that you're average doesn't mean that it means that it's negative. See, unfortunately, these average women, they don't want average men. Like the whole premise of my show today. Average women don't want to mess with average men. They want the higher value man, and they think that they're deserving of this high value man, even though they may not bring to the table certain things that will warrant that. And you can be beautiful, obviously, we all should see the beauty in us internally and externally. But at the end of the day, there's something called being delusional when you think that you are at a certain level when you're not, or you have certain expectations which are delusional or not in reality based. So let's continue. Let's see if he continues to talk to her And I really don't think he's going to break through here. Let's jump ahead a little bit and see what's going on.
Bring to the table is nothing. It's not bad, but it's not exceptional.
Mm.
So if you can get the things you bring to the table in a better package for his S&B, that's what he's going to get.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you if you got married, you're saying you would be happy and you would cooperate and work with a man who's making average money, a plumber or something like that, electrician.
If that's who I fall in love with, then then yeah.
It's not about love, man. Love comes later. It's about duty and respect.
Mm.
You don't have love to sustain a 30, 40, 50-year marriage. It's a choice.
And I also think
It's a choice.
the earning potential comes into play, because if you're saying men don't reach their full earning.
Excuse me. The earning potential.
Yeah, you said earlier that men don't. I guess from
See, what you're basically saying is he may be here now, but he could increase in the end.
yeah.
That's not what I said. I said he was going to make it for a lifetime. I counted that. I counted for that already. There's no increase. He is at the average. He's doing what he is not a bum. He's doing average work like any other tax-paying solid citizen. Not, I'll take him today as long as he's ambitious and he's assertive and willing to do something else. See, gentlemen, this is what I say. You better question these women, because at the end of the day, being average is not what they want, because they don't think they're average.
Exactly.
Average women don't think they're average.
Exactly.
That's what this segment is going to show. She's average. She doesn't think she's average. Therefore, your average status, even at the beginning, will be a placeholder. She's going to expect you to do better, because in her mind, she's up here. But you know what? Lizzo says the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let her tell her she's a bad bitch. Let her.
She's bigger, but she's beautiful.
And then when she went to shoot her shot at Chris Evans, she got shot down.
Mm.
She's not. That body is not beautiful, and that's part of our problem. We've told women like that they're beautiful, and they've made it to where I look at young women like you, and you're distorted.
Mm-hmm.
You look at that and see beautiful, and I look at men who see Lizzo naked and they're disgusting.
Mm.
But there are also men that look at her and think she's.
You're right. You're right.
But
This is what I mean.
true.
Black men.
Mm.
What, bitch? What?
Oh my gosh.
This is why I say, when I ask the question, what do women owe their community? They owe you nothing. No, I'm talking to them. They don't owe you anything, because you can't even deal with reality. You're saying Lizzo is beautiful. To whom?
To men that are into bigger women. Like they exist. I feel like when you say those things, you
Yeah, they exist. I know those men typically high value, extremely successful men.
Nope.
I can't say.
That's bullshit. You can't say. Yes, you can. They're not. They're not. And why is it that, and there's this body positivity stuff, why is it that people like Lizzo, as big as she is, she still wants the hot, in shape guy. She doesn't want a guy that, why isn't Lizzo going after men that look like Lizzo?
Exactly.
You have to ask her that. I don't know.
Yeah, because this is the delusion. So where, remember guys, when I said it's always this subjective variable, there's always these special snowflakes. Men don't like my method, but it is rooted in facts, data, statistic, and the science of this, our culture. This is warped.
So are you saying that she because she is whatever, I don't know what size Lizzo is, but because she is I guess
how much does, because Lizzo is what?
But because you're saying that because she's that size, that she should not go after men finds attractive. I think
Lizzo is 308 pounds.
Okay, so but because she's 308 pounds, and I'm not.
What is your question? What is your question about what she should do?
No, I'm saying because that weight, just because she's that weight, she should not go after that are standard of attractive men. So like fit men. She
can go after whatever she wants to, but she's not entitled to any of them. That's why she keeps getting shot down by all of them.
But I don't.
Excuse me.
But how can you say?
Excuse me.
I'm good.
Excuse me. She's 308 pounds, and every man she's wanted shot at has turned her down publicly. You can do whatever you want as a woman. You can think what you want to as yourself. You're entitled to believe what you want, but you're not entitled to those outcomes. You're going to get the reality. And we don't show me the male equivalent of Lizzo, a man who's below average in earnings, expecting a bona fide bad bitch.
But that's not equal because Lizzo.
Yes, it is. It's the same. No. That is the same scenario because attraction is not symmetrical.
Yeah.
You're still thinking like this is crazy. You're still thinking that men and women find the same things attractive. The equivalent of Lizzo is a broke man, a short broke man going after Rihanna or something. He wouldn't even do it because, and if he did shoot a shot, he wouldn't get on social media talking about you need to accept short broke men and stop shaming broke men. And you saying that somebody finds her beautiful and this and that. Okay, sure. If that's what makes you women sleep better at night, that somebody somewhere in the Himalayas is gonna find it. But the average rank and file man that she wants, that has options, does not want a woman like her. That's why she doesn't have one.
Facts.
I can't speak to her life on that level. I think.
Yeah, of course, we can never speak to the obvious.
No.
But the reality and how we got here is the notion of you're at 8 and you would like a man making 300,000, and it's just
delusional.
I wish you the best, young lady. I really do.
A couple of years, whenever I'm married, I'm follow up.
No, but he won't be making $200,000 a year.
He may be, he may not be.
Right. This is what, and see, and I want you folks to understand, the people who think this is rude, she would rather waste her time believing on the star that she can get that, other than dealing with the fact that, man, you're average.
Yeah.
Listen.
You're average looking woman and you're above average weight.
Okay.
And that's not an insult. That is a statement of observable fact.
I'm not insulted by anything that
Well, I'm saying that for the audience. I'm just saying, you're not, and people may say, oh, she's cute. I say you're a 5 or 6 on a good day. That's why I said, they'll give you a 5 or 6 on a good day. That's average to cute. That's average to cute. Not adjustable 6, damn sure not 8, 9, or 10. Over here are women who get snapped up like this. These are women who are universally beautiful. There's no real question about these women. And in your life, you would have had these outcomes. If you were an 8, 9, or 10, prom queen, this, that, model, such and so forth, these things would have followed you.
True. Very true.
Saying, just like Lizzo, she can say what she wants to, but the world reflects what it is, and you attract what you are.
Exactly.
And if you're not dating men, if you're not attracting men for marriage or serious commitment relationships that are on that level, that go up to 8s, 9s, and 10s, that means they're not attracted to you.
Okay.
So why is this important? Because in order to get the things you say you really want long term, you're gonna have to lower your standard.
I don't. We'll see.
Jesus H. Christ.
She be the same place.
Yeah, and this is why I have no problem telling these women they're gonna die alone.
Right? Oh my goodness. These women are delusional. And I guess that she's probably the same place that she was when she did this show with Kevin Samuels. It's just unreal and just delusional. Next up, I'm going to show you another case study with Kevin Samuels. And this one is this average at best, where he's talking to another delusional woman. So let's get into that one.
First time catching it on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
you have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question.
But I have a business, and if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man. But see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor dog
so
park.
What you're basically trying to do is, I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, damn your topic. I want to ask you what I want to ask you. And
Okay.
but you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude, but I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old, and you're a business owner. And what's your question?
So my issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like,
did she say date down? What does that mean? Date down. So I guess she's up here. She meet guys that are down here. Okay. Interesting.
hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, guys
There it is again.
see an
Date down.
interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what
first off, ma'am, I really don't understand. What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not a chance.
You try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Not on
Why?
her level.
What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready? The guys you want aren't asking you out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I haven't been putting myself out there, honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want or beneath you to ask you out.
Yep.
Those are like guys I met online.
Right. So again, the men you want are not asking you out.
Yep.
See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level?
Yep.
That's the real question. Well, the first thing, well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know is a disagreement day? It's selfish.
It's rude.
It's like, yes, ma'am. It's like, I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner. That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title. And you said, "Damn your show title, I want to talk to you." But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me, but you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as a lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men.
It's true.
That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever.
No respect.
So I'm gonna use this. When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
A year.
A year. And was that man Did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay. And how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
And how long have you been making six figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay. Why do you need a man making six figures?
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I dating now,
What does that have to do with money?
because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, encouraging him like, hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that. And then,
All right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make six figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not
Closer to 10. So
Okay.
10%. All right. So the question is, what do those men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want,
Mm-hmm.
what do they want?
Exactly. What kind of
I
women do they
feel
want?
like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks, but also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself. They want somebody that more than just looks.
yeah, arm candy, but something behind, brain with it, and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make six figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Mm.
Do you know any men that you are related to that make six figures or more?
Nope.
Unrelated to? Yeah,
Men
not
that
on
you
a
are
personal
not
level.
related to.
Not on a personal level.
Nope.
So you don't know them. You don't know what they want, but you want them.
Mm.
Ma'am, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And saying six figures is just something that you've
Sounds good.
taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything. What do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
How many?
I have a son now, so
How old is your son?
he's 13.
Where's the father?
He's not enough in his life.
I didn't
Well,
ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
That's not the question. Though.
All right. So let me go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options.
Mm-hmm.
And typically they don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men who this doesn't sound appealing.
Yep.
To the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men. And you said, once I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling you what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your
okay, ma'am. But okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father.
Mm-hmm.
Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners who women across the country want that?
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like.
Would you want your son to, if you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Mm-hmm.
depending on his age.
See, see what I mean? See what I mean?
Never
This
answers the
goes
question.
so deep for black women. They will even. Should have been an easy question.
Mhm.
No, I would
Okay.
not want my son to bring. I want the best for my son.
Exactly.
That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit.
Hmm.
You should want the best for your son.
Exactly.
Of course.
But this is,
That's not. She didn't
But-
answer the question.
and are you thinking? Like,
If he brought
Then-
home a
then-
woman, yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But when
no,
I
you're
advise-
not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
You're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you. Because
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's
That's
my
what you're talking
point.
about.
You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule.
Mm-hmm.
And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special.
Hmm.
You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid 30-year-old baby mamas.
Exactly.
I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so what?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men.
older
What are
men,
you
for real.
talking about?
Yep.
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest.
Breathe.
You're
and
35 years old and you can look around and see the world.
Hmm.
You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women
Mhm.
off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average. So
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it.
Not
The advice is,
listening.
ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Average looking at
I'm taking it in, but
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay,
someone is
average
delusional.
looking women, average looking woman who's older,
Mhm.
average
Well,
looking older woman with a 13-year-old son,
mhm.
average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy.
Mhm. And she's on
This
the
gets
phone.
worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one.
Mm.
And you're making, I mean, I don't want an average guy.
Why is she on her phone?
So
Oh, sorry about that. We had a disconnection here. Anyways, let's move on. So that was Your Average at Best by Kevin Samuels. Moving on, I'm going to react to a few TikTok videos. So let's get to it. Hopefully the internet does not cut out again. Let's see here. Let's go. And we're back. Let's try this one more time. Okay.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is. Do whatever.
Okay, let me refresh that. There's a little bit of issues there. Okay. I do apologize. Okay, let's go here. Let's try this one more time. Was it this one?
That men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is.
Really?
They want to go about their day exactly as it is. Do whatever they would normally do and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them.
Wow.
Or, for the things they want to do. Like,
Really? Is that what you think? Interesting.
Convince me I'm wrong.
Okay. So now there is a follow-up. I think what she just said is pure BS, but let's continue. She's trying to say that men only want women to be there for whatever, whenever they need something, and that pretty much that men and women are being used. I mean, okay, it happens, but here she is generalizing about what men want. So let's go to the next one and see what the follow-up is, because I believe someone did respond to her. If it would work. Come on, work for me. Work for me. Ay, ay, ay. Let's try this one more time. I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand. Okay, let's try this one more time.
Relationships.
You wanted equality, and now you're complaining that they don't want to be in a relationship with you.
Mhm.
Equality also means the same. And since these men are not gay, why would they want to be in a relationship with another man? So
There you
offer
go.
equality, and now they don't want to be in a relationship with you because you
Mhm.
bring nothing to the table. You're basically men.
Exactly.
They use you for one thing now. Of course they do, because that's what makes them not gay.
Hmm.
But everything else, you're just like a guy. So
Damn.
they don't want to be in a relationship with a guy, otherwise they would be gay.
Exactly.
And since they're not,
They don't want to be
they
with
don't want to
you.
be in a relationship with you. You're not respectful. You don't give them peace.
Mm-mm.
Maybe try being kind and sweet and nice, and don't bring drama into their lives.
Exactly.
And don't try to change them. Accept them for who they are and believe in them.
There you go.
And then they'll want to be in a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the fact that they don't want to be in relationships. They just don't want to be in a
Be with you.
relationship with you. There's a difference.
Oh my God. That is so poetic. I can't even help myself. That is poetic and so true. They don't want to be in a relationship with you. It's not that they don't want to be in a relationship, it's just not with you. And there you have it. You know, you've seen a number of case studies with women who are average, but they don't want average men. They want high value men, and they think that they're above. Remember the last one with Kevin Samuels? She says when she dates down, it's not working out when she dates down. So she's put herself on a pedestal. I mean, come on. Let's be real. Whether you're a man or woman, you need to have standards, you need to have values, morals, and have certain criteria when it comes to a partner or someone that you're going to looking to build a relationship or a future with. Yes. But when you don't have much to bring to the table and you want something that's way out of your league, it's very delusional. I am telling you. So I hope that you have found, this show, this episode, entertaining, knowledgeable, enlightening, and all of the above. And I want to hear from you. As always, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think. What do you think why average women don't want to date average men? Is it that, as we've seen here, and I've proven to you that in these cases, women's standards are too high based on who they are. They're delusional. They're not, it's not based in reality. What's your opinion from your experience as a man? Why do you think average women don't want to date average men? I would love to hear from you. And as always, remember, people don't have to like you. They don't even have to love you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. And remember to, if you're watching this show on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on your notification bell to get notified when I drop another video. As always, I want to hear from you. Put your comments in. If you're listening to this on the podcast streaming platform, rate this podcast with a positive review. I also want to hear from you. I really want to hear from you. I want to engage with you. I want your feedback. I love to read your comments. Some comments are a little bit off. Some comments are a little bit distasteful, but majority of comments are, sharing your opinions. I love that. I really want to hear from you. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. Let's continue to build this community where we advocate for men, where we fight against feminism, because it is not beneficial to men, even though some people think it is. So I want to hear from you. Come join me here live when I'm doing a live show, or you can listen to the other episodes that are not streamed live on the podcasting platform. But I want to hear from you. I want to get to know you. I want to build a community where it's safe, where you can share opinions and feedback and thoughts, and let's dialogue. Let's chat about things. All right. Until next time, take care and bye for now.